सो वेलकम टू द नेक्स्ट एपिसोड ऑफ फार्म हाउस असेट क्रिएटर्स। ये सीरीज में हम कवर करते हैं जो लोग भी फार्म हाउस इन्वेस्टमेंट से रिलेटेड हमेशा मदद करते हैं एंड दे आर ऑलवेज इन द मूड टू हेल्प आउट। जो भी फार्म हाउस इन्वेस्टर है वो किस तरह से डिजाइन करे या फिर उनको कोई भी हेल्प चाहिए तो ये वेंडर्स को हम इसमें कवर करते हैं। सो टुडे वी हैव अ वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट विद अस। शी इज वेरी वेल renowned figure into the interior designs. Her name is Ashwina Gandhi and she has a firm called AKG Design Studio, which is architectural firm and into interior designing also. They have done more than 200 plus projects in last 18 years into residential and commercial. So let's get to know more about her profession, how she has helped more people into the farmhouse designing, and there can be a lot of questions that our YouTube viewers have that I'll take her through. Yes, hi Ashwina, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so we'd like to know how you started this journey into the interior designing.
So I had been working with a few architectural firms and interior design firms past for around 8 to 12 years,
Okay.
where we got experience of execution as well as in designing.
Mm-hmm.
For that also of all different scales of projects.
True.
So after around 8 to 12 years of experience, in 2012 I decided to quit my job, and we had our own firm by the name AKG Design Studio, where it's A is for Ashwina, K is for Ketan, so it's Ashwina and Ketan.
So it's a combined venture of
Yes.
you and your husband together.
Right.
Wow, that's nice.
That is how we started.
So it's and how is the your work profile? What exactly you are doing? If you can mention it to our viewers, that would be.
So we have been working on all different scales of projects, be it a 300 square feet small office,
Mm-hmm.
or be it 10,000 square feet of hospital, clinics, villas, bungalows, and farmhouses. Those are architectural as well as interior projects, where we do have architects in collaboration with us for designing
Mm-hmm.
and execution. Everything is taken care under one roof of AKG Design Studio.
Okay, that's nice. And when you say it's like architecture means actually you are involved since, if I see from a land acquisition perspective, from a land acquisition where you acquire the land, what kind of a design it has to be. ये सब में आपका majority of the time रोल होता होगा. It's
Correct.
not just about finished work that when you say it's interior, when it's an architectural design, you go into the depth, sometimes even into the land acquisition part also.
Right.
So how it works basically?
At times there are few clients who are connected with us right from acquiring the space. They take our guidance like which space, which land we should buy, why we should buy, and then we take things ahead. That is how we.
Any example you would like to quote, like how it worked with you?
Okay, there was one project in Goa where it has been an architectural and an interior, both under our banner. So there, right from buying the space, we were involved. It was a gated community,
Okay.
plotted bare land, and there were farms in the vicinity. So we helped them decide which plot they should buy and why.
Okay.
So that is how we helped them out, and the overall output was great.
Yes.
So client was satisfied, and even we were satisfied.
That I can understand, because a lot of people who buy even farmhouse land from us
Right.
in our current ongoing project also, a lot of people they involve their architects in the starting part of the acquisition only. They take them for the plot choices,
Right.
which plot is to be
Right.
chosen, and I think that really makes sense, because architects generally know the taste of the client. Generally they have already designed their house, or
Yeah.
they have been involved with them, so they know what kind of things they like. That's what happened with long run clients with you, if I can understand. That's right. So basically next about, like, you have done residential projects also, you have done farmhouses also. So normally what do you think is the difference between the two, or how the interior designing point of view, how it differs?
Right. So for typically residential places in our day-to-day homes where we stay, so those are like considered like the vicinity of the place with the colleges, offices, and interior wise it's designed in such a way that they need a lot of storage because they're going to stay there all day.
True.
And for farmhouses, things are totally different. It can be designed beautifully in different ways. The location plays an important role. It should have lots of greenery and different levels of lands also makes it more beautiful. Then while designing interiors for farmhouses, like there are different styles in design. It can be a modern minimalistic home. It can be a rustic home with Indian traditional vara style, or even a typically vintage style European homes. So there are different styles. It totally depends on client's budget and client's choice.
Yes. That's true, because it's more of a, prior it was like just a small replica of the house in the city, but I think now that the definition has totally changed. It's more of like people need a different experience, and especially with Airbnb, bookings.com, a lot of things, and especially I think even global designs people want to replicate in India. That's what they're trained. Currently, you have also experience, you might have design. So let's just throw the light when you choose or when you go for the plot selection for anybody. Or if our clients are looking for any plot for a farmhouse, what are the general suggestions you give on which parameters they should be selecting a plot for a farmhouse?
Okay, so there are many factors, of which few important, which I would like to throw light on, is the location. That's the most important thing. How frequently you'll be traveling from your existing home to the farmhouse.
Connectivity,
really far. Then you'll end up not going there eventually. So it should be well connected. It should be with greenery around. It should have, like, I would love to have a space besides a river or a water body. Again, the topography or how the land is. If one is keen at farming, then the land should
fertile and all the things that are required.
It should have ample of water. Any which ways, having the vicinity of water is the second thing, but availability of water over there, that is equally important. Having greenery around, having contours, because I would love to design a home with contoured land.
If you can just brief about what you mean by contoured land, because that's more of a terminology, technical terminology.
A land with different profile, different levels, different levels in the land. It need not be flat. It need not be, even if it's a contoured land, you really don't need to dig it off or fill it up to make it flat. Because any space, any given land can be designed in a different way if it's having different levels. So that is how having extended deck areas with low and high profile of land, we can really play around with.
Do you think that having a contoured land or a flat land, which kind of land has a less construction cost? From a cost perspective, I'm just asking about.
See, cost can be same for both, we can say, because it depends on how we design and what all materials we use. But if you ask me with totally different and interesting design, then yes, a sloping land can have different levels.
Because generally there are a lot of clients. Normally they are not involved. If they are architect, they can't visualize this because they expect the land should be flat. But when we say it's a contour or a with slope, it gives a variation in designs. And moreover, if they can see like construction cost is equivalent, in that case it gives a different perspective.
Correct.
Especially playing with slopey lands, or when we say lands on the slope, like it's in northern area of India, which kind of designs are generally preferred?
See, you can have, it totally depends on where the road accessibility, how is it. Even if it's at a higher level, still it can have, the main entrance can be at the higher level, and rest of the areas, other rooms, all those things can be at the lower level, and that lower level can be, towards the slope of the river and having the view of the water. Wow, it's going to be
And I think when the lands are at steep, I think that has an uninterrupted view. That's one of the thing that can
Right.
happen. Yes, that's true. And even I think there are different designs also when there are walkways designed
Correct.
where you can have that valley view on both the
Yes,
sides. I think
different
these are
ramps, different, it depends on how big the space is. But
Mhm.
yes, we can have bridges, we can have decks
Mhm.
at a different level and the view below. And some people are like, say, kids are playing at the lower level and you can have a look from the deck level.
Hmm.
All these things, it's a family time. At
Yeah.
your farmhouse, it's a family time.
True.
So each one can enjoy the different levels of spaces and it can be designed amazingly.
True. And the last question, like as
Yeah.
there are a lot of viewers, they are looking for farmhouse
Correct.
or they already have might be. So when somebody is looking out for a land for a farmhouse, normally what's your advice for the individual person?
Yeah, like I said, the vicinity from your current home, accessibility, then greenery around, it should be developed. It should not be that they are shifting and still it's underdevelopment of green patches.
True.
Because it's the greenery what connects you with the nature, and if you can't see that view should be there.
True.
Scenic views around, having some water bodies around, and most important would be if it's a gated community, that would be the best advantage. Because long-term maintenance part should be someone who takes care of that, even if you are not staying there. And the home which we designed at Core, that is in gated community, and I really got a good feedback from the client that was the right decision that they had taken. Because even if they are not staying, still it's
Somebody's there around
to take care. Even you can have, or these gated communities might have some connection in-house services available with them, like for a gardener to take care, a cleaner to take care of deep cleaning or whatever.
Yes.
So that really makes a difference.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ashwina, for
My
coming
pleasure.
here
My
and
pleasure.
guiding our viewers on the scene.
Thank
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.